And Naito, in front of his home fans, defends his belt once again against Jonathan Haggerty, the #5 contender in the bantamweight Muay Thai division.
Jonathan Haggerty is looking thick out there for his title contention matchup. His size is there, his song.
Yeah, I stood next to him on the elevator and thought, as soon as I saw him, this guy's a bantamweight.
And he was a flyweight.
And he's got the 13 knockouts. Says, I feel I'm special. For 17 years, I've been pointing towards this particular night. Heavy right from Hagerty trying to split the guard of Naito.
He did with a nice little step back into southpaw to enter in. Big heavy kicks coming from Naito early.
Naito with a heavy body kick and a low kick.
That little kick that he did, not little, but it was actually a big roundhouse kick that he does where he glides in Naito. And the way that he covers distance, Hagerty has been very focused on defending that specific roundhouse kick. How Naito can do that roundhouse from such a distance is imperative. See, right there, that Jonathan Haggerty is able to check that kick and not eat it to the body.
1, 2, nice combination. Hagerty took one on the way out.
As soon as he ends his combination, he's back out so that he's not there to take any damage.
Right, and another body kick. 1:15 to go in round 1.
When those punches land from Naito, your ancestors feel them. He hits so hard.
That was great defense there by Naito. He had the guard up, blocked the shot on the first one, and then leaned back off the kick, missed, and then came right back in with that leg kick.
Oh! From the UK.
Jonathan Haggerty came out. He had established that push kick in range immediately.
Can he beat the count? We resume. Naito in trouble. Hagerty smelling blood in the water. Down he goes.
That's two knockdowns, Brent.
He's got 30 seconds to survive in here. And his feet are not underneath him. You do not want to be in this condition in front of Jonathan Haggerty.
Jonathan Haggerty, another heavy right in the left.
Haggerty can sense the belt. He can feel the title within reach.
And that's it.
It's over. Jonathan Haggerty does it in Bangkok tonight.
Styles make matches. And like I said earlier, Jonathan Haggerty had the style to bring it to Naito tonight. It's the equivalent of a knockout. You can see Olivier just pushing Hagerty back, but Hagerty's like, no, I gotta go. My time is now. He could feel that gold around his waist before he actually had it on his waist. And these punches right here are what secured it for him.
For your winner, by way of knockout and new undisputed bantamweight Muay Thai champion of the world, Jonathan Haggerty.
No clinching. Watch out for the headbutt. Low blow in back of there. You both know the rules. Fight fair, fight clean. Take care if you want. Ever your corner.
Best world champion strikers on the planet. Who is going to become a two-sport world champion? We are underway between Jonathan Haggerty and Fabricio Andrade.
Haggerty starting with the feeling out process, changing stances, working off of the jab and the low kick. Watch his teeth as well. Haggerty sits it. Haggerty attacking the back leg. Inside leg kick, attempt by Andrade. Pressure coming from the southpaw Andrade.
Body kick, 2 body kicks by Hagerty. And a straight right down the middle.
Haggerty showcasing that speed early on in the first. Andrade going Ramon Decker style to that back leg.
Haggerty pretty much told us during the fighter meetings, even though Andrade has a kickboxing background, this is my world. I'm the one who's flourishing in the striking arts, not him who's in MMA.
Haggerty's looking fast early on here in this first round as Andrade's looking to attack the legs. Body shot.
That is a calling card for the Brazilian as he rips the body of Hagerty.
Going to the general here in the first as he's switching stances, going backwards.
Left hook for Hagerty on Andrade.
It's that Signature footwork coming from Hagerty. He's able to find a home from that left hand on the chin of Andrade.
Right to the body by Hagerty, followed by a kick. He's putting together combinations, and that's working to his benefit. But back comes.
Andrade's kind of relying on his chin right now to keep him in this first round, eating a lot of shots as he's just trying to beat up that back leg of Hagerty.
First round. Andrade coming and trying to kick that lead leg of Hagerty. That hook to the body by Hagerty.
Good shots landed by Hagerty straight down the middle.
That pop, Andrade.
Andrade's trying to walk him down, Ray. Really trying to put a lot of pressure on the mid kick.
Left hook to the body. Andrade starting off strong, at least trying to be a bit more active here in the second round.
Checking the low kicks, straight right hand, landed by Hagerty. Check hook, circles off, another knee to the body. Hagerty's trying to mix things up, working off of the jab, but the MMA champion walking down the general.
Olivier Cost.
Nice long jab landed by Hagerty as Hagerty answers with a body kick.
Fitting matchup here at Lumpini, stating the pinnacle of martial arts as Andrade goes forward. But back comes Hagerty. Oh, he wobbled Andrade. Andrade's hurt.
Andrade's getting his composure back together. Ate a big high kick. Got on his bicycle, started to circle off. He's still in danger though.
Andrade still seems hurt. Can Hagerty pour it on again? Running down goes Andrade.
Andrade working his way back up. And that's
World champion Jonathan Haggerty as he stops the MMA world champion Fabricio Andrade. And Andrade was really never able to fully recover. He was still hurt, and Hagerty just poured it on. That right hand that displaced him. That left hook, boom, followed by a right. The 1-2 combination dispatched Andrade on the canvas. Olivier Cost had a little bit of a count, but then it's seen enough as England's own Jonathan Haggerty.
For your winner, by way of knockout, and now undisputed one bantamweight Muay Thai and kickboxing champion of the world, Jonathan Haggerty.
Judge, ready? Step back, guys, step back. Ready? Time, bounce!
Here we go. Feature bout lead card, the bell in round one.
We talked about it with, Abasov.
Feature bout lead card, top of the hour, exclusively on Prime Video will be.
Switches stances, he's going to fire immediately. So when he switches to...
There's a little mouse above Hagerty's, beside Hagerty's left eye.
Yeah, I think he got touched early on from that first shot that Kuzman thrown.
Yeah, when they came into that clinch.
Ooh, spinning back kick there from Kuzman.
That was nice. That was a perfect example of skating to where the puck is going to be. He knew that Hagerty was going to try to angle out that way, and he threw that spin kick to the side and caught Hagerty as he was moving.
And not allowing Hagerty to freeze him and actually dictating the distance management between these two.
Yeah,
Feints coming from Kuzman, too.
Kuzman said, I got to move more, pull him towards me.
Yeah, that was the interesting tell that, Kuzman was able to point out from us, right? And he's trying to do that, right, by throwing all these feints. And you can see the pressure that's coming from Kuzman. I think Hagerty's having a hard time dealing with this pressure because he might not have expected it. He might have assumed that, Kuzman was going to go backwards. He was going to be able to win going forward. Next hand combination, Hagerty says he's fine. I wouldn't mind seeing Kuzman go to the body when Hagerty covers up like that. Hagerty's the one going to the body.
Yeah, left hook to the body from Hagerty, and then push kick from Kuzman. 10 seconds, round one.
Kuzman's doing a good job of when they both decide to close the distance, he's landing multi-punch combination on the inside. Threw a nice little uppercut there with an overhand.
The end around.
I want to see what kind of adjustments Hagerty makes here. Just understanding that the game plan might not be unfolding the way that he wants, and how can he change things up to work in his favor. Here to bantamweight, but Kuzman seems to be matching him. Rich, how do you like to deal with somebody that's constantly switching stances like this?
It's actually more difficult to deal with a fighter who's switching stances all the time. One that does it effectively than, say, for example, a southpaw.
That was a head kick.
And then a straight right on the attack. Jonathan Haggerty with 2 to go.
Match for that round was taking place. Look at that head kick. Boom, right up top. Beautiful timing on that high kick right there. Landed by Hagerty was a beautiful high kick.
Hagerty needs to take advantage of this and not let him walk this thing off.
Haggerty going up top again. Couple of lefts from Kuzman.
They want him to push forward, utilize those hands. Hagerty's having a much better.
Combination there from Kuzman and another.
And this is where Kuzman does his best work, when he's floating here with the footwork. He makes Hagerty miss, and then he comes on the inside and makes him pay for the miss.
Body kick from Hagerty. Kuzman counters with a left to the body. 45 seconds left in the fight.
Hagerty seems to have figured out the kicking game. He's keeping his elbows a little bit tighter to his body. Right, he's defending well. His footwork is on point. For Vladimir, you can see how the change is kind of affected here. Hagerty figured out the kicking game, and now it forces Kuzman to go utilize the hands.
Incredible stuff from both men. The best of the best on the planet being featured here in one championship with 10 seconds to go. Kuzman and Hagerty toe-to-toe. Trading blows one final time.
I like that little hop over the low kick thrown by Hagerty right there.
Hagerty usually does a great job of dumping and then using those dumps to set up the elbows, and he's pretty much negated all that, so Hagerty's ability to close the distance and elbow on the inside is gone.
Again, beautiful high kick. No tail, no switch. Just able to wrap that leg up there. Kuzman needs to put pressure on. He needs to stop allowing Hagerty to come in and out and control the distance with those kicks of his.
Kuzman cutting off the angle here, looking to walk him down. 2.5 to go in the fight.
Good check to a lean back right there from Vladimir Kuzman.
Kuzman grabs the leg, spinning back elbow, countered by Hagerty.
You hear the corner of the Nosey Academy right there for Jonathan Haggerty, just telling him to be more aggressive and just to stay active and keep pushing. Because right now it's razor close and anybody could take this round. But right now it looks like Vladimir Kuzman is showing the aggression, landing more of the shots.
Nearly halfway through this final round. Kuzman with another left hook. High kick, straight right, Hagerty. Good action from both.
Yeah, this is so back and forth between these two guys.
Oh, that was nice.
1-2 from Hagerty. 70 seconds in the fight. Body kick Hagerty and another. Kuzman on the retreat, now he attacks back.
That nice switching, like a skipping switch kick right there where Kuzman
threw the leg kick early and then threw it like he was going to do it, but he came in with an elbow.
Good stuff from Jonathan Haggerty from the UK. The Russian Kuzman, 40 seconds.
Nice catch and counter from Kuzman.
And then the body shot, the hook, and then top of the head with a right elbow from Kuzman.
Ball game at this point in time. Good knee shield right there from Kuzman. You're right, Rich. Kuzman's doing a great job of shutting down the activity that Haggerty usually shows inside that clinch. And that could be the size.
Yeah, I think that's what's been the problem for Hagerty, is these go-to tools that he typically uses, the push kick, the ability to clinch and dump and set up the elbows. He hasn't been able to go to his go-to things.
What a way to close the show here by Hagerty and Kuzman. This one comes to the end, and I'm
declaring your winner by majority decision, Jonathan Haggerty.
a majority decision victory for Jonathan Haggerty, and a hard-fought battle goes his way, Rich.
That's right, watch out for the headbutt, Lobo and back of the head. You both know the rules. Fight fair, fight clean, touch girl if you want. By your corner.
Jonathan Haggerty defending his championship against Felipe Lobo. One championship is the pinnacle of combat sports. We are underway.
Felipe Lobo finally gets his shot at 26 pounds of gold in the world's largest martial arts organization. The moment is his. Can he take it from the two-sport champion, Jonathan Haggerty?
Lobo, a head kick there by Hagerty.
Hard to tell what's coming next when Hagerty starts to let that thing go. Attacks the rear leg, a la Ramon Deckers with the leg kick.
Hagerty looks to be very elusive and light on his feet. But there's a right hand over the top by Felipe Lobo.
And Lobo's dangerous with the hands. It's his best weapon. Very heavy-handed striker.
You are watching the greatest martial artist on the planet, Jonathan Haggerty and Felipe Lobo, as we are nearing the close to the midway portion of the first. Big right hand there by Hagerty. There's a body kick there by the champion in Hagerty.
I like that read from Hagerty too. You can see that Lobo's leaning back, anticipating a high kick, but Hagerty's throwing that kick to the body as Lobo rips body shots of his own.
Well, Hagerty's backing up Lobo. We'll see if Lobo can uncork another right hand.
What Lobo said he did not want to do. He did not want to go backwards against Hagerty. He says Hagerty's great, but only when he's coming forward. So if Lobo allows that, that's to his detriment. He needs to go forward, apply that pressure.
Going to the body is Lobo. Lobo picking up the pace, looking to hammer away on the champion. The champion covering up. Body work by Lobo.
A lot of big shots as Lobo was able to rip to the body.
Oh, spinning back elbow for the champion in Hagerty. Body work for Lobo. Look at this, backing up Hagerty. Hagerty's out. Oh, the knockdown.
Huge first round as the 10-second clock goes.
Lobo going for it. Answering back to the elbows, Hagerty. Lobo poured it on the champion. That's the end of the first. Boy, that body work paid dividends for Brazil's Felipe Lobo. Hagerty steps in with the jab.
5-round title fight. 10-point must system will be
Big right
used.
hand by Lobo. Lobo rips the body of Hagerty. Back comes the champion. Oh, an elbow there. That might have wobbled Lobo. Lobo went backwards.
Yeah, Lobo did look hurt there, but he seemed to regain himself, but he's got to swing
Going for Hagerty. Here comes Hagerty. He's boarded on Lobo. Lobo might be wobbled. Right hand. Lobo is hurt. Lobo's hurt. Can the champion finish him?
Lobo's wobbled, but he
imagine these two are meant for each other.
Oh, nice timing of that cut right there. Taking the feet out of the general. The general trying to frame off, looking to counter. Lobo looks to come forward to put hands on Hagerty.
Well, Lobo's a big one. Down goes Lobo!
What a shot! Can Lobo get to his feet? He does!
It's over! Jonathan Haggerty! Faced adversity as he stops Felipe Lobo to retain his one featherweight world championship. And here is how it ended.
Look at that right hand on the butt. Hagerty lets out a roar like a true king of the jungle. Look at that right hand, the timing just superb.
He knew it when he threw it over the top, bang, flush, catching Lobo. Lobo was out of sorts.
For your winner, by way of technical knockout and still undisputed one bantamweight, Muay Thai, and kickboxing champion of the world, Jonathan Haggerty.
Alright guys, watch out for the headbutt, Lobo, impact of the head. You both know the rules, no clinching, don't grab the legs. Check love if you want, back your corner.
Back to China and extend his win streak to 22. Or will Jonathan Haggerty retain and remain champion and bring back the one championship gold to England? 4-5, Mitch.
Hagerty landed a nice body kick early, immediately getting really close to Way Ray, but Way Ray not backing down at all.
One has the greatest roster of world champion strikers. Both men, the world's best, colliding here in Qatar.
Hagerty says he wants to beat up that rear arm of Way Ray, take away some of that power, throw lots of body kicks, ultimately work his way up the ladder, look for that headshot.
Hagerty also said that he wants Way Ray to taste his power in the early going as well.
Hagerty's got a beautiful little march, as I like to call it, where he switches back and forth between southpaw of that big right hand. Good head movement showcased by Way Ray as he checks the low kick. Lead calf too.
Hagerty's very busy in the early going of this one. Nice right hand down the center for the champion. But back comes Way Ray.
This is the first time that Way Ray's been in the circle, but he has fought. But he's never been 5 rounds. He's had one 5-round fight where he knocked the guy out in the 4th round, but he's never been a full 5 rounds. And he's got a very high pace, high volume attack. Nice uppercut lander right there. And he ends it with a rear leg kick. He does it again. Great job by Way Ray mixing in these combinations.
Choke! The body kick there by Way Ray. Answering back with the right hand down the center. Leg kicks here in the 2nd round. Right hand down the middle by Hagerty. A body kick by Way Ray. The action intensifying. Beautiful head kick by the champion.
Yeah, Hagerty's turning it up here. What I really like about Hagerty's game is his ability to create angles, to not stand right in front, right, of his opponents. He's got to do that here tonight.
Was unable to land it, as you pointed out.
You got to stay away from that thing. You almost want to go dangerously into his power side to avoid that right hook.
Well, all week, Hagerty was very relaxed, and he said, look, I know that when I step inside the circle, I have to explode and find my moments. A left hook for the champion. We are approaching 1 minute to go here in the 2nd round. There's a right hand down the middle for the champion. But answering back is Way Ray.
Yeah, that was a nice counter shot right there from Way Ray. You can see the body of Hagerty getting reddened up, courtesy of some of these kicks from Demon Blade.
He's so quick and elusive. is Way Ray.
Yeah, you almost need to watch his fights in slow motion. I had to watch him at 0.7 speed to really understand what he's doing.
Hagerty stopped Way Ray in his tracks as he tried to come forward.
It's a better round for the general here.
Well,
Way Ray was able
no
to turn it
clinching.
up in that
Let's
first.
Jonathan Haggerty, the champion, and Way Ray, the #1 contender from China. Nice right hand down the middle that connected for the champion.
Stinging shot by Hagerty with the right hand.
Let's go.
We resume action here in the third.
Hagerty showing strength.
Hey.
Way Ray a little slower to get up though.
Okay. Choke.
Now Hagerty going right back on the offensive, unleashing that right hand. Yeah,
Way Ray though was able to counter with a
no
right hand
elbow.
of his own. That check hook. Hagerty's turning it up here.
good body kick there by the champion, front kick, and another right hand that comes down the center, inside the circle.
Yeah, Way Ray needs an answer for that right hand. Hagerty's starting to feel it. Stings him right down the middle with the left. Good body kick landed by Way Ray. Knocking the glitter off of Hagerty. I just got hit with a piece of the jewels right there. That one's for you, Ray.
Well, thank you very much, Mitch. But which one of these individuals is going to be able to take home the 26 pounds of gold? Will Hagerty retain, or will we have a new bantamweight kickboxing world champion?
Hagerty was able to shift gears. Way Ray needs to match his pace, especially here in this third.
Mitch, you mentioned the fact that Hagerty has been 5 rounds before. He's no stranger to fighting at this level. He just got caught with a right hook from Way Ray, though.
Edging him out slightly, especially that right hand coming right down the middle. It's a great weapon to counter that right hook of Way Ray.
Hagerty.
Right, we're seeing a little bit from the left leg, right? Inside the leg of Hagerty, you know, beating up the body. You can see the reddening on that side right there. But he's not really utilizing his lead leg much. He's got a great push kick. He needs to utilize it more.
Way Ray trying to come forward. Right hand over the top by the challenger. And Hagerty wants to provide an unfriendly welcome to Way Ray at this point.
True, it is definitely different when you reach the world's biggest stage. But Way Ray has been in some very big fights. Way Ray's starting to pick things up with the kicking. Trying to get inside, but Hagerty's just not giving him the distance that he wants, right? He's staying on the outside, utilizing the jab as kind of a range finder, then boom, comes right forward with that right hand. Now he's doing a good job of circling away from the power, but he's also circling into that right hook.
Beautiful body kick, 2 body kicks by Hagerty. Right hand that found its mark. Looking to respond is Way Ray.
Yeah, Hagerty's looking for heat right now.
Don't go.
Mitch, you mentioned about that you wanted to see more kicking from Way, and we have seen that here in the 4th, but it has been the hands that have been finding their mark. Beautiful counter by Way Ray, though.
Nice step-in knee landed by Hagerty. The right hook wasn't there, and by staying on the outside, Hagerty is getting away from that right hook. He's not quite there for it. It's there, but it's not doing as much damage. Actually, not early on, past the halfway point.
Well, if we advance to the 5th round, Way Ray has never been to...
There's just a little bit of Muay Thai coming out for Hagerty right there.
Big right hand that backed up Way.
That was a good right hand, landed clean down the center. Can't clinch.
Hagerty looking to mix it up. He kind of smiles at Way. And the front kick there by Hagerty.
Now Way Ray's trying to utilize that push kick, trying to bait him in as he came in, circled off, landed with the right hook, but just can't find success because of the distance that Hagerty's able to create and maintain. Oh, nice push kick.
Aiming for a successful title defense.
Way Ray's trying to turn things up here now in this 5th and final round. Uncharted territory for the Chinese superstar.
There's a left thrown by the challenger. For Jonathan Haggerty, you know he wants to finish strong as well.
He always does as Way Ray tries to jump into the spinning back kick. Hagerty saw that coming.
Hagerty coming forward, but a couple of cheats there by Way.
Good defense from Hagerty right there, Ray.
Hagerty has certainly shored up his defense because he knew what he was in for in terms of dealing with a man of the caliber of Wei Ray.
Yeah, really have the last word. See that combination? Wei Ray went, Hagerty went first, Wei Ray went, then Hagerty went last.
And Wei Ray in this championship showdown.
Staying shelled up, circles off, fires the knee, but a nice check hook landed by Wei Ray.
And Jonathan Haggerty retains the 26 pounds of gold. Or will Wei Ray become the new one bantamweight kickboxing world champion?
On the left and the right side, but Wei Ray's tough, walking through a lot of shots, but he went for the kick. Nice little stick to the jab. Last word, oh, good right there. Boom with the right hook.
Down the stretch we go of this championship showdown between England's Jonathan Haggerty, the champion, and the #1 contender from China, Wei Ray. Body kick there by Haggerty. Spinning back kick, avoiding it. And Haggerty's trying to use a spinning back kick, but he misses, and will go to the scorecards. What a battle.
Yeah, good back and forth battle.
In favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and still undisputed one bantamweight kickboxing champion of the world, Jonathan Haggerty.
Jonathan Haggerty won Super Series debut. Full-blown Muay Thai in 4-ounce gloves. This could get nasty. A beautiful kick to open up there from Haggerty. And another kick to the midsection of the Italian. Being told they had a few words to each other around the hotel. All very positive, all in the spirit of a great showdown tonight. Gloves up nice and high on the ceiling, as they should be. Forearms turned out in that traditional Muay Thai guard to catch the elbows, and there's the first one off the right arm, a crossing elbow from Hagerty. Front kick, now taste by feet.
Of the series, but he's also gaining his own timing. He's able to figure out that forward pressure from the series, counting it very well.
Big elbow again, oh, the series just stumbles there, that elbow didn't connect.
Go!
Front kick from the series. Beautiful kick to the right ribs there from Hagerty. Oh, Hagerty changes angle, slams the shin into the ribs again. Spins him around, looks for an elbow on the inside, and Lasiri quickly gets out of dodge. Goes for the clavicle, that's Hagerty.
Go!
Cracking roundhouse kick to the ribs, a front kick goes to the jaw. Downward elbow! Trying to crack the collarbone of Lasiri. Hagerty has opened up spectacularly. Left hook to a straight right cross, the old 3-2 combination from the Englishman. Goes for the straight right hand, knee on the inside to the liver of Lasiri. Lasiri throws a knee of his own to the left rib. Vaulting elbow from the Italian, backs up Hagerty now! That's more like it from Lasiri. Goes to the inside thigh. Lasiri has some momentum, eats a front kick to the right. Close to shaving Lasiri with that knee. Oh, jab to elbow from Hagerty, backs him up. And again the overhand elbow from the Englishman. Downward elbow! He tracked him a beauty!
See that Lasiri does not like going back. Look at that, just came. Lasiri's got to keep that distance. He's got to utilize lateral movement. Circle to the right, move away from that power side. Get away from those elbows.
Hagerty will also switch stance on Lasiri to confound the Italian. Nice front kick to the midsection from Hagerty. Jumping knee! And Lasiri almost tucked the knee under the jaw. Crossing elbow.
Constant entertainment coming from Joseph Lasiri. The flying knee touches Hagerty on the head, answers with an elbow.
Muay Thai excellent in execution again there from Jonathan Haggerty.
Beautiful, knee to the right side. Got him moving just a little bit to the right and then immediately spun around and dumped him to the left.
Lasiri trying to come forward continually on the Englishman. Pushes down Haggerty. A little bit of a strength display there from the Italian. Catches the leg. Looks for a counter with the right hand.
Lasiri's having a better round here. Good job deflecting that body shot. Keeping those hands over, that right hand came through.
Hagerty Takes the lead leg out of the way, right cross, misses the target, little bit of claret coming from the nose of Hagerty now. Left hook from the Englishman, 4-punch combination from Lasiri, coming on the front foot.
Lasiri likes to make these matches dirty. This is his world, just brawling with people. Hagerty needs to slow things back down, go to those techniques, find that space with those elbows, but he's coming down, just so close.
Overhand elbow, looking to drop it between the eyes of Lasiri, but how about the guts and the intestinal fortitude on the two-time world champion Joseph Lasiri against another world champion in Jonathan Haggerty. Lasiri a right hand and a right roundhouse kick. Beautiful left hand there from Lasiri, stops Haggerty in his tracks.
We saw, the first time we saw Lasiri here, I knew he was a battle-tested warrior. The way he took on Sam Agayang-Hadao, he was getting outclassed, but continued to come forward.
The blood from the nose of Hagerty now over his chest. Hagerty fires a whipping left roundhouse kick. Switching stance to southpaw now. Then goes upstairs again, hoping for the headache maker. Tries to thread the overhand right. Roundhouse kick to the ribs there from Hagerty. Circles off to his right. Downward elbow goes for the top of the head. Lasiri's got him against the cage. Heavy couple of eyes. Lasiri now with the hand. He ties him up. A time for the knee. Three judges cage side on a 10-point must system, which means you give the winner of the round 10 points. The less dominant boxer gets 9 points. A knockdown usually results as a 10-8 round.
Hagerty told me he worked on that left kick, and that's what's doing all that damage to the body right there of Lasiri. You can see it, that footprint that you spoke about earlier, Michael. But that left kick is landing beautifully for Hagerty.
Outside leg kick from Hagerty. His project armband has slipped down his forearm. Referee Onari may want to take that off. It's becoming a distraction now for Lasiri. Catches the roundhouse kick on the double forearm. Lasiri needs to pull the trigger on the right hand. Just gets out of the way of the downward elbow. From Hagerty just to upend him with the low sweep. Crossing elbow from Hagerty. World champion Joseph Lasiri, and certainly we have seen that. Oh, elbow from Lasiri to the orbital. That was a ripper. And again. Lasiri, a high left roundhouse kick, and he's cut Lasiri. Lasiri's cut just over the left eye. This has been a back and forth battle. This has been something special. Elbow, and once more from Hagerty. Then the left roundhouse kick from the Englishman. Lasiri still coming on strong, still plowing forward.
And Hagerty's hit him with everything he's got, but Lasiri is still there, taking these shots like a zombie, just marching forward.
Roundhouse kick, Hagerty doubles up on it. Is he going to go and triple kick? Yes, he does, up on the head. And Lasiri does a quick count of his teeth. Thought about the front kick to Lasiri. Hagerty with the elbow, the left roundhouse kick. Elbow on the inside. They pinch up now. Chance for the knees.
But no, he's got to see action inside the clinch. If he doesn't see continuous action inside the clinch, he will stop it. It's 5 seconds. That left kick just hammering home on Lasiri.
Muay Thai at its finest with 4 rounds left.
All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Jonathan Haggerty.
The elbow smashing Jonathan Haggerty wins on one Super Series debut. And Joseph Lasiri can head back to Italy a proud man.
Ready? Ready?
They are eager, as are we. We expect a technical battle. Both men trade kicks early. Naito going downstairs, Hagerty going upstairs. Very quick release on the kicks of Jonathan Haggerty. Checks the low kick. Nicely done from Hagerty. Good evasion there from Naito. Catch and counter from Naito. You'll notice they have 4-ounce gloves on, as do all one Super Series Muay Thai matches. There is no margin for error. High kick after the right cross there from Hagerty. This one is opened at a cracking pace. Good low check there from the general. Catches the front kick, tries to sweep out the support leg. There's Naito. Good check to the inside leg kick. Inside leg to that femora profunda, then the outside thigh from Naito. Naito consistently going downstairs. Goes the outside thigh. saying nice after the front kick. Hagerty does so well.
Naito's throwing a lot of those leg kicks, trying to slow down that forward pressure coming from Hagerty. Watch Hagerty start throwing the push kicks, trying to back up Naito to the fence.
Number 3 ranked in the world. Naito trying to break into that top 5. Jab 2 from Hagerty, but Naito picked him off the front kick. Hagerty returns the favor. Round kick from Hagerty, just loses his footing. You'll notice the project armband around the biceps of Hagerty. Traditional part of the Muay Thai outfit. In Muay Thai tradition, or in Thai tradition, when Thai soldiers would go off the war, they would take a piece of clothing from a loved one or maybe a strand of hair and tie it around their arm as they went to the battlefield to bring them good luck. It's a beautiful centuries-old tradition that is still alive in Muay Thai.
Hagerty started out with checking a lot of those low kicks. Now he's actually switching stances off of it. He says that Naito doesn't like that clinch, and yet I haven't really seen Hagerty start to utilize that clinch yet to close that distance. Right hand!
The big kibosh! Beautifully done. Did you feel the release? The right hand from Hagerty sent into the canvas. And that beautiful right hand to the fleshy part under the eye. Boom! Down the center corridor, perfection. Hagerty putting on the pressure.
Naito's got to move. He can't stand there with his back up against the circle wall like that. Hagerty senses it. He's going after him now.
That numbing right cross from Jonathan Haggerty will make this a 10-8 opening round for the General. Naito needs to come back here. Outside leg kick. Haven't really seen the elbows come into play yet. Hasn't needed it, Hagerty. Tip kick to the thigh from the General. Nice leg kick to the sciatic nerve there from Naito. Overhand right from Hagerty, almost timed it. Goes the body shot, digging into the guts. Moving away from the right hand, Naito, as well he should, after he got planted in the opening round.
Off of the catch, he catches the push kick, throws that right hand.
Oh, again! An absolute burner of a right hand just splinters the face of Naito again.
Hear this beautiful knockout again, just puts him down with the knockdown. Look how he sets this up, just comes over the top with the right hand. Fist to chin, Naito fell.
But it was first class all the way. A second knockdown in this match from a right hand super burner from Hagerty. There's another. Oh, he goes down. This one's over, I believe. Round kick from Hagerty. Inside leg, high up on the inside thigh. You're hitting that gracilis muscle. Hagerty says he's okay.
Hagerty doesn't want to give him the break.
Well, doesn't want to give up the momentum he's had, because the momentum is absolutely dominating taking Naito. And maybe Naito's a little confused. Hagerty's come out with a game plan unexpected. Hagerty has brought us a kickboxing contest in a Muay Thai match. There's no knees. There's no clinching from Hagerty. It's been kicks. It's been punches. Naito did not expect this, but it's brilliant. It's superb from Jonathan Haggerty.
Right there trying to go shot for shot with Hagerty, and he's losing because of the power that Hagerty carries.
But he's standing at boxing range. He's at the wrong range, Mitch. He's in the proverbial no man's land where he's going to get hit time and time again.
But Hagerty is showcasing superb power. And how tough is Naito to stand there and eat 2 of those shots and pop back up before the 10 count?
Haggerty constantly on the balls of his feet once again. As I said in the previous round, Jonathan Haggerty has brought a kickboxing match to a Muay Thai main event. I think it's confounded Naito a little bit. There's a right, there's a high left round kick from Haggerty.
Naito loves to counter your shot. So these feints are starting to bring out a reaction out of Naito, and Hagerty is capitalizing on it.
High kick. It's first 2 rounds to Jonathan Haggerty. Skip up round kick. We're seeing some more acrobatic kicks. Again, it's the kickboxing of Haggerty tonight. Naito just cannot find rhythm. Could not establish his own tempo. Body shot, high kick, good combination there from Naito. That's more like it, but he needs to continue with that. He can't back off after a combination. He's got to keep coming forward and put the volume on Jonathan.
Hagerty's got to be careful with that high kick thrown by Naito. I like that body shot, right kick combo that Naito's throwing.
You cannot rule out Naito. One minute opening is all it takes for taking Naito to loop the shin around the back of the neck and drop you. Desperation seeping in, but he's got to be desperate now. He's got to get the inside now and go for it. 20 seconds remains. Lateral movement. He knows he's got this one won, Jonathan Haggerty. A superb performance from the general. Final Hail Mary kick. But it's not going to be enough. Jonathan Haggerty at his absolute best tonight.
In favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Jonathan Haggerty.
Ready? Ready?
Yes.
Choke!
He's got those bulging shoulders, Haggerty, and he sets things off with a nice teep kick to the midriff. Oh, and that was a huge-looking right hand that did not land. He's missed so far with those huge bombs, but they are big. And there's another one, just off target with them so far. 3 massive blows, all have just hit air.
Beautiful spinning back elbow, just barely misses Monko Pet. This is where Monko Pet needs to start leveling up. He doesn't want to give away this first round, which he's attacking Monko Pet, closing the distance, and he switches to southpaw. He's an innovative switch hitter, expecting to change stances.
Monko Pet, he's looking to really rough him up in there.
See, it's the movement of Hagerty. He's never standing still. Monko Pet, you can see how his feet are planted. Hagerty's not giving him that opportunity, coming in and out, like darting like a fencer, just throwing those hammers of elbows at him, though. Just to get a read on you, just to understand your distance, your timing, and your rhythm. And then once he starts to get you, he'll start to left, and he's letting Hagerty just touch him over and over again as he digs to the body right there.
This is an interesting thing, isn't it, about a Thai Muay Thai fighter against a non-Thai Muay Thai fighter. You can't really do it, not at the pace that Haggerty started with. Light on his feet.
A nice little switch there to southpaw momentarily. You can hear the coach of Hagerty, Christian Knowles, telling him to lead with the jab.
Saw the grin, right? Oh, beautiful combination. Left hook to the body and then upstairs to the head, and he followed it up with a right hand. Just beautiful hands. Very little effect.
Yeah, this is one thing Hagerty said that Monko Pet was going to do. He says he has a really good shell and he protects well, so he's going to start digging to that body whenever you start to see Monko Pet cover up. Can Hagerty keep that pace on him?
Yeah, you should see an increase in the tempo from the top. Oh, good work from both of them. Now it's heated up. Now it's getting ready. It's coming to boiling point now. Monko Pet moves forward, but takes some punishment.
For Hagerty to take the center, take it, because Monko Pet is hunting right now, stalking Hagerty down. Throwing somebody to the ground like that, you're imposing your will on them.
Yeah, emotionally, there's got to be some kind of an advantage there. Right hand from Hagerty lands high up on the forehead.
Look, Monko Pet digging to the body right there.
Does well with it too.
Now Hagerty's on the back foot.
On his bike and is taking punishment. Monko Pet has turned things up. He goes downstairs, attacks that body.
There's that up elbow trying to split the guard of Monko Pet, but Monko Pet has turned it up in this second. Going to the body. Oh, and a big right hand landed.
The heat is on midway through the contest now. Monko Pet has changed gears. No question. Goes downstairs, left, right, left. Misses with the uppercut.
He's torquing and loading everything into those body shots.
Hagerty is open-mouthed, starting to show the first signs, perhaps, of flagging a little. There's a long way to go here. 45 left in the second.
Yeah, 45 minutes is a lifetime in there with a striker like Monko Pet.
Still coming forward, still throwing knees and elbows, Hagerty. He favors that elbow. But a little bit of the crispness has gone, a little bit of the eagerness to land first and to land hard has gone.
Well, Monko Pet's not standing still anymore. He's pushing forward, so Hagerty to stay on his back foot and answer from there, so he's not able to load and reset.
One big effort required from both men. The biggest effort, arguably, of their careers.
Monko Pet switched to kicks. Steve, look at him, he was going body. He was going body shots with the hands in the second. Now he's going kicks to the body in the third. Now he's entering inside that clinch with the knees.
Wow, what a little elbow there. You might just have caught it. Now, what impact will that have on these final 2 minutes and 20 seconds? It's swelling up. It's looking messy. Wonderful dig to the body there from Hagerty.
Told you, Steve, that Jonathan Haggerty with those elbows is like Edward Scissorhands, man. He will cut you up.
Oh, you said it, bro, and he landed right on the hairline there with that elbow. This has been a roller coaster ride, this one. And there's still plenty of time for it to take another direction. Monko Pet plods forward, looking for that big punch, the damaging punch. All the while, you can see that welt on his temple. We talked about body language a lot tonight, Mitch, haven't we? You're seeing something just fall away, perhaps, from Monko Pet. I'm not betting any money on it, though.
Monko Pet still being aggressive, still looking for those big shots. This is Hagerty's chance. You can see Monko Pet slowed. He's on his back foot now. That pressure is gone from Monko Pet. This is Hagerty's opportunity.
The last 23 seconds now, Mitch.
Does Monko Pet believe he's done enough to take the round?
It's a risky proposition if that's what his thinking is.
Countering big with the right hand. Eats the kick to answer with the right.
Decent right hand it was too. Landed around the ear there. Spinning back elbow. Landed flush on the cheekbone from Hagerty. The bell has gone. Hagerty thinks he's won it.
In favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Jonathan Haggerty!
Jonathan Haggerty in the blue. Sam A. Gayang Hadao in the black and red. I'm Mitch Chilson. This is Gianni Suba. One Super Series. Here we go.
Jonathan Haggerty said he wanted to work on the lead leg of Sam A.
Little body shot. That's what he wants to do. He wants to go after the body. He knows the head shots are not going to be there. Watch this. Watch as he throws the head kick. He's going to try to get Sam A to evade, and then he's going to start going after the hips of Sam A.
Very focused Hagerty tonight. Laser focused.
Nice body shot combination through the left hand. Went right downstairs. Nice teep kicks from Hagerty, creating that space. Jonathan Haggerty's really tall, really standing upright with that Muay Thai guard as Sam A's kind of leaning back slightly.
Chopping low kick by Sam A. Sam A said he wanted to get inside the reach of Jonathan.
But then he gets into that elbow range. Jonathan Haggerty has some beautiful elbows that slice opponents up like a samurai swinging a katana. Like no flyweight in the world. Every shot I'm throwing, I'm trying to end your night. I like the push kick. Watch how Jonathan Haggerty uses the push kick. He's tapping the leg there of Sam A. Gayang just to understand the range, and then he starts faking it. Then he starts lifting that knee up just to create a little bit of a reaction out of Sam A. This is opportunity. This is Hagerty's opportunity in that first round, where typically Sam A might be a little bit slower because Muay Thai athletes, they like to read their opponent in the first round. This is Jonathan Haggerty's opportunity.
Both men are very, very sharp tonight. Both men utilizing the front kick that you said, the front push kick to the leg, that's stopping the momentum, making each athlete reset every time, stopping the rhythm.
Nice hand combination, straight right hand landed by Hagerty as he continues, taps on that lead leg of Sam A.
Hagerty looking for the downward elbow that he landed in his last bout.
Evasion by Hagerty at just 22 years old. Sam A. Gayang was a decade his senior.
Doing a great job of following up off the same side. He throws a left punch and follows up with the left kick. Around to figure out Jonathan's style, figure out his timing. He's going to look to up the tempo as each round progresses.
This is where we've typically seen Sam Gayam now shift into a different gear and start to apply the pressure. Good checks from Jonathan Haggerty. He's able to defend well, especially with that cross block on the left side.
He has to keep the pressure on Jonathan Haggerty. Negate the range, the reach that Jonathan has.
He's got to be more aggressive.
You cannot let Jonathan Haggerty dictate the pace of this fight. He needs to keep this pressure on him. Attack on all angles. Make Jonathan Haggerty hesitate and think. Right hand to the body.
Jonathan Haggerty can't slow down. He's got to keep that pressure on. He has to keep moving forward. Keep utilizing that push kick. Create those angles and lose those feints.
Nice elbow inside of the clinch by Sam. Sam is landing that back elbow inside of the clinch.
Nice catch to a straight left hand there by Sam Gayam. That hand and elbow, multiple elbows.
Hard to see where it's coming from.
Nice straight left hand again. Nice elbow landed by Sam Gayam.
Finding that left elbow inside the clinch, but Haggerty going on the pressure.
Haggerty doesn't seem to be bothered by it. You can start to see the damage starting to build up on the nose there. No elbows. Look at those crisp little elbows. I like how he closes that distance, and it's so fast, John.
Haggerty really rising to the occasion today.
Nice straight left hand to the body there by Sam Gayam. Oh, got to defend yourself at all times. Jonathan Haggerty is seizing the moment. He recognizes what's at stake here. Nice right hand to body kick combination. See, it's that push kick. I like how he's utilizing that push kick. He's just touching.
Controlling the range really, really well with that push kick.
Always faking with it. Now he's going to start to fake with it, and he's going to start to skip in and come in with those elbows. Good guard, good defense by Hagerty.
This is what Sam needs to do. He needs to up his attack, up the volume. Don't let He cannot let Haggerty dictate the pace.
Up the distance that Haggerty is starting to find with that push kick.
You can see Sam is trying to utilize a little bit more circling movement. Doesn't want to get pinned up against the rope, because that's where Haggerty has been successful.
But look at Haggerty's cutting the angle. So as Sam is trying to move, Sam is forced to move into the power side of Haggerty.
Sam landing some good left kicks this round.
Push kick. What a shot landed by Jonathan Haggerty. Haggerty threw a push kick right to the chin. Haggerty's setting up those big elbows.
Crowd really enjoying the action tonight.
The world champion Sam Gayam against the world champion Jonathan Haggerty. The one championship flyweight Muay Thai world title. Good defense. He's starting to catch that, parry it off to the side, and took out the leg of Jonathan Haggerty. Nice body shot. I slipped a little bit there. Judges' scorecards right there. Pressure coming from Jonathan Haggerty as he throws the hook and straight right combination inside the clinch now. Elbows trading back and forth. Nice left hand. Good combinations landed by Haggerty as he attempts to spin with the elbow. Sam Gayam now trying to reach out with that parry as he throws the left hand. Goes to the body, goes to the elbows. Again, immediately starts pushing at that hip, going after the hip of Sam Gayam. Now Sam, there's got to be a lot of urgency coming out. Ooh, you heard that as the double forearm guard came up. The kick thundered on the side. Oh, big left hand landed by Haggerty on the exchange. Elbows cutting in the guard of Sam Gayam as Sam comes back with knee.
Pouring on the pressure in the fourth round.
Haggerty might be starting to fade. Look at the body shot going to the head. Haggerty forces the clinch up, tries to slow.
Haggerty taking some deep breaths in the corner here, Mitch.
Oh, big knee to the body. little step-in elbow there from Jonathan Haggerty as he beats up the body, like the body shots.
Champ Sam Andrade turning the tide of this bout. But Haggerty's still dangerous, still throwing elbows inside the clinch. Up under the pressure of Sam A. Here's a little spinning elbow by Jonathan Haggerty. Misses the left elbow, spins around. Forward.
Haggerty is putting it all out there. Looks brilliant in the first 3 rounds. That made him a multi-time world champion. Oh, nice.
What an elbow.
I love that, how he backed him up into the ropes as he came off the ropes, landed an elbow.
Comes back with a spinning elbow of his own.
30 seconds left in the 4th round here. We'll be very interested if this goes to the judges, especially with that knockdown that we had in the 2nd. These 2 athletes putting on a show in Jakarta, Indonesia. Nice combination landed by Sam Gayana as he eats a combination from Jonathan Haggerty. Immediately goes to the body shot. Nice skip knee into the punch, lands it.
Jonathan Haggerty with another knockdown.
Jonathan Haggerty jumps in with the flying knee and then lands a beautiful right hand. Sam Gayana now needs a knockout here in the final 2 minutes. Angle's big body shot landed by Sam Gayana now as he starts to go downstairs. He's got to play it safe. This is smart movement by Haggerty. Don't stand in front of Sam Gayana now. Don't risk it and put to sleep. You see Jonathan Haggerty on the back foot, trying to throw counter strikes.
Sam knows he needs to knock out to secure the victory.
With another standing 8 count issued by referee Azushi Onari, it could be another 10-8 round for Jonathan Haggerty. Sammy Gayana now has got to turn it up right now.
There is no doubt that Jonathan Haggerty is up on the scorecards right now.
He just eats that leg kick, says, yup, you got nothing. Comes in with that slicing elbow. Nice combination, lands with the 1-2. Sammy Gayana, he doesn't have time for this. He's got to move forward. He's got to be more aggressive. He's sitting back, falling into the pace of Jonathan Haggerty.
Sammy's best shots are the left kick and the left cross. Possibly off a right hook.
Haggerty's doing a good job of blocking that left kick, though.
30 seconds left.
Nice body shot to the right elbow there, landed by Haggerty.
Now absolutely loving this one.
Push kick to the face of Jonathan Haggerty on Sammy Gayana now as 10 seconds left in this World Championship battle.
Haggerty coming forward.
What a match, Gianni Suba.
In favor of your winner by unanimous decision and new one Super Series Lightweight World Champion
Is one of them inside the sold-out Mall of Asia Arena in Manila, the Philippines. This one brought to you by Hobbs & Shaw. Champion from the UK, left of screen. The challenger from Thailand, right of screen. Look for the elbows, look for the front kicks. There's one from Haggerty. Look for the sheer brute power of Rodtang. High check there. Jab 2 from Haggerty. That's the precision. That's the excellence of execution from the general.
Good work so far from Haggerty, especially with these kicks, man, and that's what he's doing. He's laying that bait. Now he landed a few push kicks, and now he's starting to fake the push kicks. So he slides in forward and throws those elbows off of that fake push kick.
The push kick of Haggerty, one of the best in the business. Pulls the toes back, extends the ball, the foot, drives it into the midsection of the opponent. Roundhouse kick from Haggerty. There's the push kick, and it sent Rodtang back against the ropes. Again, the succulent technique of the 22-year-old world champion from the UK. Front kick again from Haggerty. Scoring points. We do have 3 judges ringside, scoring on a 10-point must system.
Rodtang's not usually just standing there taking these shots. He's usually one pushing forward, throwing those shots.
He is landing every one of these front kicks. There's a downward elbow, hoping to crack the collarbone.
Right kick.
Haggerty's flyweight Muay Thai world title on the line. There's a front kick off the lead leg from the general. Nice 3-2 combination. All part of the tradition, the custom, the superstition of Muay Thai, a martial art dating back some 3,000 years. Front kick again. Counters off at this Rodtang. You've got to go hell for leather from the opening bell, but here we have 5 rounds. Front kicks again from Haggerty. Checks the inside leg kick. Rodtang, you feel, is just trying to get his timing off that front kick to work a counter. Maybe it'll be a big overhand right. Maybe it'll be a hooking punch. But that's what he's going to try and time off, the front kick of Haggerty. There you see it again. A catch and counter, scoop through the section. In previous contests, we've seen where Rodtang goes from Bruce Banner to the Incredible Hulk. We're going to see it here in the second round. We will see it later on. Nice, hook to outside leg kick there from Rodtang. Very tight in his guard here, Jonathan Haggerty, a 22-year-old world champion from England. Good outside leg kick, high on the thigh there from Haggerty.
Rodtang's starting to evade a lot of these kicks now. He's moving his head a lot better, getting out of the way of these.
Rodtang has the edge in power, but Haggerty, it looks like, has the edge in speed and precision. Downward elbow, looks for a dump, says Haggerty. Oh, that was, well...
Hands in there separating them. So, I don't know, maybe it was the angle that I didn't quite see, but it looked like Andrade wasn't really trying to break him.
Watching tonight, big hello to Mauro Polali, watching in Tuscany, Italy tonight. High kick from Haggerty. Now we're seeing Rodtang raise the mercury, raise the temperature, raise the aggressor meter.
This is what Rodtang has to do.
I'll taste my feet.
This is what Rodtang has to do. He cannot allow Hagerty to push forward and be this aggressive.
Strap yourselves in for the ride of a lifetime.
But Michael, that's what happened to Sammy Gayanghdao. We saw Jonathan Haggerty get ahead in the first couple rounds, and Sammy Gayanghdao never got a chance to get back into it because Hagerty just kept pouring it on.
And you'll see Rodtang now. He'll start the showboating. He'll start the theater, and he'll start the heavy sailboat. Hooking punches from Rodtang. Haggerty tries to dump him. Rodtang looks like he return the favour. You see Rodtang trying to walk him down. He wasn't doing that the first 2 rounds. Is Haggerty going to stand and go toe-to-toe? Does he want to play that game?
That's what Rodtang needs to do. He needs to keep Haggerty on his back foot. Not allow Haggerty to go forward and control those feints.
Circles up to his left, but he's going into the power side. Another liver shot, like he's digging for oil. Haggerty evades the leg kick, takes the inside thigh kick, goes high, misses the target. Checks the low kick. Jab from Haggerty. Gotta get off the ropes though. Gotta get off the ropes though. Gotta get off the ropes. And now he does after running it over.
But Hagerty is picking him away, slowly landing jabs, landing kicks.
Jab 2 combination from the champion and the high kick. Rodtang goes downstairs. Outside leg kick from Rodtang. Left hook. Haggerty fires the elbow. Goes down the center corridor. A beautiful catching top there from Rodtang. It's scoring stuff from Rodtang. Jonathan Haggerty versus Rodtang Jitwang.
Do like the counters to Hagerty so far. I like how he's throwing a combination. He steps, then he throws that right kick or that left kick, and he steps back. And that's when Rodtang starts to come forward, and Hagerty's able to hit him with something.
Front kick again from Haggerty, finding range. Outside leg kick from Rodtang.
Oh, that pressure.
The hooking punches and the power up of the 4-ounce blocks. You see Haggerty trying to slice and dice and fillet there with the uppercut elbow.
A little bit of deflection right there from Rodtang as that jab came in lightning fast.
Nice tip to the lead thigh from Haggerty. Then skips up inside thigh kick. Threads the jab again. Takes an outside leg kick. Body shots. Oh, he's hurt. The shot's hurt him. The liver shot's hurt the champion. And Rodtang knows that he's going to go to that liver. He's going to try and blast the right side of the body of the champion. And Haggerty needs to find a way to cut him. Needs to find a way to open him up with the elbows now. Oh, he drops it! The big tip off! And Hagerty goes down!
crumbling to the mat as Rodtang starts to turn on the heat. Look at that right hand comes through the guard.
And here comes the Iron Man. Here comes the tank. Now he's got incredible hope. Now the ticking time bomb has exploded. Wants him to suck it into a brawl. But Hagerty not falling for it. He's not going to take the bait yet. Oh, nice front kick there. I'm not coming to you. You've got to come to me.
Yeah, that's just mind games, though. He's still moving, though. He's on his bicycle. Oh, it's going to come down to the 5th and final. With that knockdown.
They touch gloves. It could be drawn at the moment. Once again, winning boxer gets 10 points. Losing boxer in the round, in your opinion, gets 9. And not allow Rodtang to go to his liver and then sling the hand to the jaw. Those hooking punches of Rodtang are phenomenal. When we spoke to Hagerty yesterday, we said, what were you most looking forward to about competing against Rodtang? He said, I can't wait to kick him. I can't wait to front kick him. And he's done plenty of that so far with 45 seconds remaining in the first round set for 5. Front kick from Hagerty. Rodtang may be waiting for the final 60 seconds or so here. Those around the left bicep of Hagerty. The more simple project around both the biceps of Rodtang.
Can't wait, though. Hagerty's doing a lot of scoring here with these legs, pushing on the teeth.
Yeah,
look at that.
Hagerty's round so far, no doubt about it.
That's scoring, Michael. That's scoring. All these things are scoring.
Rodtang throws 2 punches, doesn't connect, takes the round kick on the forearm. Hagerty catches that one. There's one to the humerus, but there was nothing funny about it. Hagerty, nice roundhouse kick. 1 minute 5 remaining, 5th and final round for the flyweight championship of the world. Jab 2 from Jonathan Haggerty. Testing the waters here, Hagerty. Can he thread an overhand elbow to the top of the head pads? Or maybe skip in for a grounded elbow to the collarbone.
Last 30.
There's one of these 2 men pounds on the other now. Jab 2, a high kick from Jonathan Haggerty.
Hagerty can take this round. It might be even, and they have to go to criteria for that.
No draws in one Super Series. No draws. We are going down to the judges. This is razor close. This is harder to pick than a broken nose. I don't know what to say about this one, Mitch. Front kick there from Hagerty. Once again, folks, make sure you follow One Championship across all social media platforms on Instagram. Tried to loop the shin around the back of the neck. Outside thigh kick from Rodtang.
All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision.